Good morning, friends. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. On 2nd August 2021, two judges bench of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, Rohinton Nariman, R.F. Nariman, and Rishikesh Roy, both of them gave a beautiful judgment defining the borders between the public order and law and order. Of course, it relates to our neighboring state case. You can read the case as Banka Snehasila versus State of Telangana and others 2021. While disposing the criminal appeal number 733 by 2021 dated 2nd August 21, two judges bench held clearly that the breach of public order should be taken for preventive detention but not for the prevention of law and order. What is public order and what is breach of law and order? We have to differentiate. As advocates, you may be knowing, but for common people, it's very difficult to differentiate between the public order and law and order. Very simple example, I have been telling you a number of times also. Suppose if a rowdy comes to Bandamitta area of Ongole, and on seeing, normally what rowdies do, they will collect momos. On seeing him, the entire area close their shutters and they will go away from the shops. This is public disorder. So this is breach of public order. That means on seeing him, entire public of the locality is afraid and even they cannot report the matter to anybody. That is public order. Suppose in the same Bandamitta area, a bad fellow hits B, another bad fellow, and commits murder of him. And so many people gather around them. Some of them call 100, some of them call the police. And if that incident, it is called the breach of law and order. If 2 or 3 murders have taken place in and around the same area, it is called breach of law and order. So whenever such a case comes before the court, normally what happens in court, the court has to first ascertain whether it comes under law and order, whether the local law and order, whether the local law or laws are sufficient to deal with the issue or not, or whether it comes to public order. This is the thing which the court has to disintegrate. Then only it will be easy to segregate the law and order from the purview of the public order. So now let us go to the details of the case. Snehasila's husband, Mr. Ravindra. So he has cheated about 5 persons. The cheating is like this. One example I will give you. He goes to a mechanic shop at HRM in Hyderabad city, Hyderabad outskirts, and he poses himself as a High Court advocate and he induces the car owner to invest some money so that he will get 100% after 2 or 3 years like that. So he has allegedly told the names of other persons also, stating that one is a chartered accountant and the other one is a company secretary. Anyway, basing on his words, induced by his words, they have lost their money. Ultimately, it is a dupe, we know. Like that, he has cheated 5 more persons. So cases were registered under section 420, 406, and he used to threaten them, 506 IPC. You all know 420 for cheating, 406 is for breach of trust, and 506 is for intimidation, criminal intimidation. So 5 FIRs were registered against him, and he has got anticipatory bail in all these 5 cases. So aggrieved by this, the government of Telangana, they have detained him under preventive detention under the Telangana State Prevention of Dangerous Activities of Bootleggers, Drug Peddlers, Gundas Act in 1986 it has come. So he was detained under that. So he was sent to jail. At the time, no doubt, the advisory board will be formed and the advisory board also concurred with the opinion of the state. So they have ordered his detention for 6 months. Later, the wife of the detainee, Mr. Ravindra, her name is Banka Snehasila. She approached the Honorable High Court of Telangana, which also rejected her plea. Ultimately, she has filed an SLP and now come to the she has come to the Honorable Supreme Court. The Supreme Court clearly differentiated the difference between the expression public order and law and order and security of the state. Normally, in views they feel dangerous activities, normally we put the word security of the state also. They are different from one another. So, mere contravention of law and order, such as indulging in cheating or misappropriation or breach of trust, and its effects, the effects are on the law and order only, not on the public order. So, a close reading of the detention orders made it clear that the reasons are not for public order but only for law and order. Moreover, the detainee obtained anticipated bail in all the 5 cases. So, no doubt, if a person is granted bail wrongly, then what is the court can do? The higher authorities or the state? Yes, they can approach the higher court. If the high court gives bail, then they have to go to the Supreme Court for cancellation. There is a provision in CRPC, but not this way. This is not the way. This is what is held by the 2 judges bench. Normally, we come across such cases, we will be under the impression that the narcotic drug fellows, rape fellows, all these persons, they can be booked under the act. But before booking under the act, you have to make sure that their activities, they have affected the public order. So what is public order? What is law and order? You have to differentiate, and of course, all depends on the record. So if the police build up proper record that the activities are such that the public are affected badly, then definitely court will also concur. But here is a straight case where the person cheated 5 fellows, and for cheating he cannot be booked under the Dangerous Activities of Goondas Act. So this is the essence of the act. Please read the judgment and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you very much.